Welcome to Live, life inspired views for every day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. The red t shirt with the words Kenosha Storytellers. That's what started everything. Well, actually, I should say that is what began a big change in my life. Here's the story. With a bunch of good friends, we went in a Winnebago motorhome around 1985 to Minneapolis to hear Garrison Keeler in a live production of the NPR radio show A Prairie Home Companion. Our seats were high in the balcony. I was seated next to a young man with a red t shirt that said, Kenosha Storytellers. I asked the guy about it and then impulsively said, I've always wanted to become a storyteller. I hadn't really thought about it till that moment, but I said it anyway. He told me to pick a group, a story, and tell it. So, back in Forest City, where we lived at the time, I asked the public library if I could come and tell a story for the Children's Story Hour. Not long after that, I was at a church convention in Decorah, Iowa. In the convention bookstore, I found a book entitled Speaking in Stories by Richard R. White. I bought it, learned from it how to tell stories, and picked some of the stories within the book to tell, and then asked our church education director, Pet Van Auken, if I could give a workshop to Sunday school teachers on using storytelling to teach. I had never even done storytelling, much less taught it, but that is what started me on the journey to becoming a storyteller. I took two classes on storytelling and then started saying yes to people who needed someone to give a program, then to schools, then to festivals, corporate meetings, and more. It even led to a nearly 40-year career as Miss Santa each Christmas on KOW radio in Forest City. It's been a sideline profession that I have had the opportunity to share for 40 years. But it started with a happenstance moment, a red t shirt with the words Kenosha Storytellers. When I taught career counseling for Buena Vista University and the University of Northern Iowa, I would give my students the assignment to construct a timeline that mapped their lives from the beginning to now with questions. The question, how did you get from the beginning to this moment pursuing a career in counseling? Then I would have each student put their timeline on the wall of the classroom, and we would all stand around the author of the timeline to listen to their story. It was fascinating to hear how the unpredictable moments, the little things that came into their path, became turning points in their journey to discover their passion to be a school counselor. Those unpredictable moments are called happenstance. Our lives are like a patchwork quilt of happenstance moments. We don't always know they will become life changing. We can't predict them, but we can move with them, jump into them, and follow. It's like that wonderful quote by Roald Dahl. He wrote, Above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Hmm. We may not know how impactful those happenstance moments might become, but when we look back at the thread that led us on our journey, we can discover what a difference they made. Sadly, sometimes barriers get in the way of people's ability to choose to follow the discovery of possibility from those happenstance moments. I will never forget when I had eye surgery in Minneapolis years ago. I was in pre op, ready to be called into surgery. A nurse named Lucy was sitting by my bed as we waited. I asked Lucy if she had always wanted to be a nurse. Lucy replied, almost wistfully, No, I wanted to be a writer, but my mother wanted me to be a nurse. Hmm. Like Lucy, we can easily miss opportunities by listening to an outside voice rather than the one whispering from within. Listeners, I'm asking you to reflect on what you have enjoyed doing in life. What have you become? What are you good at? Or what have you always wanted to be or try? Then sit down and make a timeline from that moment when something or someone ignited a thought, an idea. Follow it down the path you took to bring you to where you are today. Then make your list of encouragers, people who gave you opportunities to grow in it, and tell them thank you. If you find in your timeline you didn't follow the whispering voice from within, but instead agreed with another's voice, It's never too late to edit your life, to say a loud yes to that whispering voice and become. So I give thanks to the guy with the red Kenosha Storytellers t shirt, to Richard R. White of Madison, Wisconsin, who I have come to know for writing his books on storytelling that helped me become one, to Put Van Auken for letting me begin that journey by giving me a place to start, and for all the encouragers like my dad, my husband, the rest of my family, friends, listeners who have nourished that a happenstance moment to give me this great purpose in my life. Now, I ask you, what is your red t shirt moment in your life? That happenstance moment, big or small, when a spark ignited a hobby, a career direction, or something that blossomed into a lifelong effect. Then on your bathroom mirror, write, "This week, I will explore the happenstance moments in my life," and thank someone. Join me next Monday for Live Life Inspired Views for Every Day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.